Hello everybody, welcome back to Ash and Me Sports Talk. Today we are going to talk about the T20 World Cup India squad. Lots of things to discuss today. MS Dhoni returning, but not as a player, but as a mentor, and the return of R. Ashwin. Can we get going?
Yeah, a lot of things to discuss, a lot of interesting things to discuss.
Yes.
So let's go straight into the squad. So this is the squad for the India T20 World Cup, the Indian squad, which has been announced. So no surprises there. Virat Kohli is the captain, Rohit Sharma is the vice captain, and we have KL Rahul and Suryakumar Yadav as a specialist batsman there. Shreyas Iyer travels with the team as a reserve batsman, and we have two wicket-keeper batsmen in Rishabh Pant and Ishan Kishan. Two all-rounders, Ravindra Jadeja and Hardik Pandya. Shardul Thakur is a reserve all-rounder. And for the bowlers, there are four spinners here: Rahul Chahar, Ravichandran Ashwin, Akshar Patel, and Varun Chakravarti. And three fast bowlers in Jasprit Bumrah, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and Mohammad Shami. Deepak Chahar again goes as a reserve fast bowler. So this is the squad for the T20 World Cup. So Ash, so what are the first impressions? And first, let us start with MS Dhoni returning to the squad as a mentor. What are your views?
And actually, I think it's actually a very good decision because Dhoni has the World Cup winning caliber and mentality. He won the T20 World Cup, the first T20 World Cup, and the 2011 World Cup, which is one of the most celebrated events in India. So I think it's a very good decision. It will be a very good plus point for Virat Kohli. He has never won an ICC trophy as a captain. So Dhoni will guide him and tell him what's the right thing to do, so he can finally win that ICC trophy.
Yeah, but I don't quite agree with you, Ash. Because
Why?
what is Ravi Shastri there for? What is Bharat Arun there for? What is Vikram Rathore there for? There are so many. Already India has a lot of support stuff, right? I think, don't mistake me, but you know that I am an ardent fan of Dhoni. I am very happy that Dhoni is back, but still, I think this is a knee-jerk reaction. This is just for a sentimental value or what do you say? For luck factor, MS Dhoni is traveling with the Indian team because there are so many already specialist batsmen there. I'm not sure what Dhoni is going to offer extra to the Indian team. I think Virat Kohli is throwing his last throw of the dice here. I think there is a lot of criticism of Virat Kohli and the Shastri combination on not having won any ICC tournament so far. I think they are trying to bring in that luck factor with MS Dhoni being in there. So that is my view. So let us see how it pans out. But definitely it will be interesting to see MS Dhoni sitting in that dugout there.
Yeah, but it's not luck factor. Dhoni is bringing that positivity, that winning mentality. He has won 2 World Cups. So you told Virat Kohli is rolling his dice, right? It's not like that. I think Dhoni is there, so he can guide Virat Kohli and he can bring that mentality.
Yeah, we can then we can have Ravi Shastri back at his home at Mumbai, right? Why is he traveling with the Indian team? Let Dhoni travel, but that could be also a sign of the future because Ravi Shastri's contract ends with the T20 World Cup.
And he's also leaving as per current stance.
He's not leaving, but his contract expires with the T20 World Cup. Maybe his contract could be extended, or we don't know who will be the new head coach for Indian team. So it could be a sign of things in the future. So having said that, so let's go into the squad, and first let us start with the batsmen. So the 3 players who select themselves, 4 players select themselves: Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, and Suryakumar Yadav, and then we have Rishabh Pant and Ishan Kishan, right? But Ash, I feel there is an X factor missing here in the Indian team. So if you see any T20, a good T20 side, be it England, be it Pakistan, be it West Indies, they have a hard-hitting batsman. Australia, it's okay, but still Australia is struggling. But you see England, for me England are the favourites. England, Pakistan, West Indies, maybe New Zealand. They all have a hard-hitting batsman at the top who goes from the word go. Like from the first ball, he starts hitting it. So T20 cricket nowadays needs that kind of a player, right? But if you see this Indian team, can you tell me who's that kind of a player? Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Rahul, everybody starts to play in a traditional way, start in a traditional manner, and then they up the ante, right? So I don't think we need that kind of opener, right? So if you ask me, I would have gone for Prithvi Shaw instead of KL Rahul, right?
Yes.
Because Prithvi Shaw has been in a terrific form. I think once after his exclusion from the Indian team, he has come back very strong in the domestic circuit and also in the IPL in 2021. He has played brilliant knocks all throughout, and he has made changes to his technique. And then he has been very consistent, hitting 50s after 50s in every match, right? And he's that kind of a player who hits from the word go.
Yes.
So instead of KL Rahul, I would have gone for Prithvi Shaw. What is your take?
Even me too. What you told was exactly right. KL Rahul is more like a classic batsman, a batsman who will hit from the first ball. You bowl the ball, I'll hit you.
Yeah.
That kind of player.
Yeah. So I think going by this, I would go for in the starting level. I would go for Ishan Kishan as an opener because he's that kind of a player who hits
Yes.
from the word go, right? So maybe my thought is I would go for Ishan Kishan as an opening batsman instead of KL Rahul. So I wouldn't go for Virat Kohli or Virat Kohli as an opener because
Yes,
India
no.
needs some stability in the middle, right? So if,
Virat Kohli also as an opener is not as good as Virat Kohli at number 3 or number 4.
yeah, we need the Virat Kohli, the finisher, more than the Virat Kohli, the opener, right?
Yes.
So
But
yeah.
it's not like a big mistake not selecting Prithvi Shaw because New Zealand also don't have like power hitters, but they still won. They did not win, but they came close to winning the 2019 World Cup. And in my opinion, it was a controversial decision, right? The sixes rule, and they teased England in the Euro 2020 final. Some players teased England for telling they should have won by more corner kicks. So it's not necessary that we need a batsman who should hit from the go. But I think your opinion is correct. We need a most power hitter.
Yeah, so I think apart from that one decision, I think the batsmen select themselves. Surya Kumar Yadav has been in terrific form, no doubt about that. I think Ishan Kishan is a very good selection. And coming to the all-rounders, now we have Ravindra Jadeja and Hardik Pandya as the all-rounder. So although Hardik Pandya has not been like in good form or he has been injured for a while, I still go with Hardik Pandya because he has got that X factor, right? Hardik Pandya can change the game on his day. He can change the game with his bat. And he's also a very decent bowler, right? So, what is your take?
He has not been in good form till now. This T20 World Cup I think is very important for the Indian team. So we should not wait for a person to regain his form. We should select a person who is already in form. So I think we should select Shardul Thakur here.
Yeah.
Okay, if you told me 1 or 2 months ago, I would have laughed. I would have laughed if you told me that Shardul Thakur. I will tell Shardul Thakur should go ahead of Hardik Pandya. But now I think it's a real possibility because Shardul Thakur has been in very great form, batting and bowling. If anybody has seen the India-England Test series, you would know that Shardul Thakur is the man in form.
Yeah.
And he has been promoted from the bowlers to all-rounders, which is a big statement.
Yeah.
So I think Shardul Thakur should be there. Normally, the type of batsman Shardul Thakur are, they are power hitters naturally. Bowlers are usually power hitters. So I think it's Shardul Thakur should be there instead of Hardik Pandya.
So, you're saying you go for Lord Shardul ahead of Hardik, right? So, anyway, Shardul Thakur is traveling to the UAE as part of the reserve team member. Let's see if something happens to Hardik or if anybody else is injured, there's a real possibility that Shardul Thakur might get into the team, right? So all-rounders are done and batsmen are done. Now coming to the bowlers. So bowlers, we have 5 spinners, Ashwant. So 5 spinners including Ravindra Jadeja. So Jadeja, Chahal, Ashwin, Akshar Patel and Varun Chakravarti. And we have only 3 fast bowlers in Bumrah, Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Shami. Do you think that 3 fast bowlers are enough? And Deepak Chahar is going as a reserve bowler.
3 fast bowlers are enough because the T20 World Cup, if I am correct, is happening in UAE.
Yeah.
The UAE pitches are usually dry, so it is a better pitch for spinners more than fast bowlers. So 3 fast bowlers are enough. That too, the 3 fast bowlers are quality fast bowlers.
Yes,
Bhuvneshwar Kumar,
yeah.
Bumrah,
And in the 11,
Shami.
I think there will be Bumrah and Bhuvneshwar Kumar are certain to start in the 11, right? There will be
Yes.
2 fast bowlers in it. And we also have Hardik Pandya offering the seam backup. So I think there are good fast bowlers in the team. Coming to the spinners, it's a real surprise, right? The first surprise is for me Ashwin coming back into the team, right? We have all been criticizing Virat Kohli and Ravi Shastri for not including him in the test matches, right? So the test matches his test matches are where Ashwin has been at his best, And it has been, I think, quite long for 4 or 5 years. Ashwin has not played a ODI or T20 cricket for the Indian team.
The last time he played, Dhoni was captain. Now Dhoni is retired.
So Dhoni is coming back as a mentor, and Ashwin is coming back into the team, right? So that could be some coincidence, right? So Ashwin is coming back into the 11, and also for me the biggest surprise is Yuzvendra Chahal has not been picked in the squad at all. Chahal has been a certainty in the white ball cricket for Indian team, and he has been performing, I think, reasonably well, quite well, and he has been giving us the breakthroughs in the middle overs. So what do you think? You think Chahal should have been there instead of I think Rahul Chahar is quite lucky. I would say even Varun Chakravarti is quite lucky, because Varun Chakravarti has, although there is some mystery about him, but he is prone to injuries, right? So I think Yuzvendra Chahal could easily have been fitted in instead of Chahar or Varun Chakravarti. What do you say?
I am not a big fan of Chahal, but I think his quality is undeniable. He has been bowling well for RCB for the last few years. Has been doing very well for India for the last few years. So I think definitely Yuzvendra Chahal should have been there instead of Rahul Chahar. Varun Chakravarti, even though it's mystery and injury prone, he's a very good bowler. He has proved it with Kolkata Knight Riders recently. He flopped at before it was called as KXAP, now this Punjab Kings. He flopped at the injury problems. But in KKR, he did very well.
Yeah.
So I think Varun Chakravarti can be that. And as it was a mystery bowler, so teams do not know about him too much. They won't analyze him much. So it will be a good option for us. And I think he should have come instead of Rahul Chahar, he should have come Chahal.
Rahul Chahal should have been.
Like, I don't think that Rahul Chahar is that level of goodness or quality.
Okay. So I think he has played for Mumbai Indians, so that could have been a factor. So a lot of Mumbai Indians play in the Indian team.
Because they are the best team in IPL.
So India, I think Indian team is like now a corporate company. So a lot of managers and CEOs, and then it is coming down the pyramid. I think the actual workers or actual team members is coming down, right? So we have Rohit Sharma, who is the captain of Mumbai Indians, also the vice captain, Virat Kohli, Dhoni, Shastri, Bharat Tarun, everybody. There are going to be a lot of heads into the thing. I think it will be very interesting to see whether everyone arrives at a consensus in terms of any decision
That's
making.
the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? So, but all in all, I think it's a very good team. I think they will challenge any team on that day. Only thing is, I think there is an X factor missing. Maybe some X factor should have been included there, like a Prithvi Shaw or somebody. So other than that, I think it's a very good team for me. England, India, Pakistan, West Indies, New Zealand, these five are the top teams for the T20 World Cup, and hope India does well in the T20 World Cup, and Virat Kohli gets his long elusive ICC title. So Ash, what's your prediction for the T20 World Cup? Who is going to win?
I don't know. I think not now. Let's see the prediction for another video.
Okay, so let's make another prediction with our predictions on who is going to win the T20 World Cup. So see you there.
Bye bye.
Bye.